Good afternoon. Oh, gal. Hi. Oh, okay. I have to find my. Sorry, I didn't get set up. Is anybody? Here we go. Good evening. Who's 4 for 4 here? Yeah. Who's? Okay. Woo! Anybody seen me 4 times live today and wonder what the heck I'm doing back? Beside me? Okay. I am excited because I do have something to share real quick. So first off, we'll get business done, whatever business I have. I don't really have any business, but oh, look at that. Oh, sorry, wrong side. Let's finish getting dressed first. I changed my shirt. Oops. Okay. Hi again from Michigan. Okay. Hi. Everybody pop in, say where you're from. I'm going to get my water. Oh, sorry. Yes. Anybody seen me 4 times live and wonder what the heck you're doing back here? Yes, I put my hair up because I just can't stand the feeling of it. And so let's put some lipstick on and see if that does. So, did anybody see me live on Jelly Arts today? If you did, give me a good fat thumbs up. Heartland, Michigan! I'm from Brighton, Michigan. Woohoo, Deb! You were one of my high school rivals. Heartland, Pinckney, Howell, Brighton, Milford. Is that all of them? Okay. Wow, you guys 4 times today. I'm sorry. This is unprecedented. Heartland what? I can't remember. Brighton Bulldogs. What was the other one? Fowlerville. Go Bulldogs. That was me, a Brighton Bulldog. Okay. So I love my Michigan people. Here we go. Is it live yet? No, it's only 5:29. If it gets too loud, I can close my window, but then I feel like I'm going to not be able to breathe, and I am wearing long sleeves. 4 times today, my husband is getting jealous. Oh, good, Nancy. I'm going to show you what I made. It's not anything spectacular, but I finished it. I did finish it. So, speaking of which, you should move my roses over. They're on their last leg. Oh, I just love them. Heartland Eagles, that's what it was. All right. So, it's 5:30. Welcome to my studio. I first want to say thank you for those of you who might have caught me 4 times live today. I don't know how this is possible. This morning I got on for my normal little update. It was 15 minutes. Then I got on at 8:30 for those of you who are in my art journal challenge, who are rocking my world. You saw me at 8:30. And then I was on the Jelly Arts page at noon. And I made a project, which I'm going to show you because I did finish it. So I did what I said I was going to do. And now you're seeing me here. So for those of you who made it 4 for 4, Dina is one of my really good friends. And I miss her dearly. And lives right around the block from me, or not too far from me. So she's seeing me on the internet, which is really weird. And today I guess we got some sort of update, but I don't think it was the update I thought it was going to be. So anyway, let's talk about only good things. So I'm going to tell you that on May 3rd, which is Sunday, something special is going on. That's all I could say about that. And maybe I could just give this. Oh, that's not what I want to give. There we go. If you want to know about it, put your email in there. But if you are a Art Journal Challenge member, you will find out about it Friday. And I'm going to make it even better because that's the mood I'm in and because you guys have been so awesome. And for those of you who have not or did not participate in the Art Journal Challenge, it's not too late, but we did do day 3 today, so you'd just be watching the replays of 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. Water. I'm really normally used to the week before my birthday, like starting to rev up. But let me just tell you, today I got my freaking ARP card, like the notice for that. I'm not joining that club. Forget that. I don't need a back organizer for the back of my card for joining the over 50 club. But my birthday is Monday, and I'm going to approach that in just the most crazy way. I just haven't figured out what that crazy way is. But I'm going to give, I almost said shit away. I'm going to give stuff away. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to put an email out to all my sponsors the companies I work for and with, and I will get something to you. You're going to have stuff. We're going to celebrate my birthday. So I'm turning the Fabulous 50 on Monday. Fabulous 50 on Monday. So, that's pretty much my update there. For those of you who did see me on Jelly Arts this afternoon, I did a bunch of prints, just miscellaneous. They look like they weren't going to turn out kind of prints. Happy birthday, Dawn, tomorrow. Okay. ARP is great, discounts on your insurance and the like. Yes, I know it is great. I know it is fantastic. But I heard that you can't really get that stuff until you're 55 anyway, but they start hitting you up at 50. So until they give me a good discount or I get a lot of gray hair, I'm going to refuse it. Okay. So this was what I made. And I was really, not sure. People loved it. Okay. I'm going to share detailed photos because my backgrounds were to die for. Now, I don't have the sun shining in on here because I am going to get in bed tonight. Look at these backgrounds. This, I sewed it together, so I'll tell you how I sewed it. Nothing but every page, they're a little different. And let me just tell you, it was my own mini art journal. And I know my artists on that team are amazing, and they can pull rabbits out of their butts. But I don't really pull a lot of rabbits out of things. I'm a super simple kind of gal. So, look at this. I mean, this was the fiber I pulled across. So, this was my album. I sewed it together. I actually used, I was going to use my sewing machine, but then it was going to take effort to get it plugged in, and I was too lazy to crawl under and plug it in. And you should see me. I'm sitting here just with my legs laid out. But this was the journal, and this is now going to turn into something like this, which is going to be a gift. You know, see. Oh, shoot. Did I get this one wet? I did get this one wet. What is all wet over there? Okay. Okay, I love that Mancy said, the prints are amazing. Mancy is one of my girls. My girls and one of my guys. Oh, she's not a guy. Mancy is one of the designers on Jelly Arts. So the designers are fantastic. They are my team, and they make me look good. This is the card kit. Oh, I should show that because a lot of people ask me. I unboxed it. So this was the fiber that comes in it, and it's perfectly good. I'll use it again. How did you sew it? I will tell you. I should have done it here, but I'm going to make a little video of it when I'm done. Here's the kit. It comes in a box. It comes all, and the paper and everything, but I had already cut the paper in. Comes with a roller. Comes with 3 paints. Instructions. Punchinella. I should put my discount code in there too. Lots of bubble wrap because everything is done in bubble wrap. And what else? deli paper, like a thin tissue type paper, and then paper that are already folded into cards. So they brought this back. Now, I'm not calling it a card kit, but I'm calling it an art journaling kit. I should have got the link for you. If you need the link, all you got to do is let me know. And I was making these out of foam. I had a whole design made, but I didn't get to everything I wanted to. So I'm going to punch this in for you. Jelly. And the code is, if you want to save money, I mean, don't get too excited. Dropping my name is not as important as you think. Yeah, so, and the jelly plate comes in there. Sorry, it was wrapped at the very bottom. So everything you kind of saw me do today is totally doable. That's it. So I'll go through it one more time, but I'm going to post the pictures because here it doesn't do it justice. And if you don't have their stencils, I use some of their stencils. And I know if you're looking at this and you're maybe a new art journaler and you're going, really? That's so ugly. I totally get you. This is just the base of my art journal. How many sizes do they have? How many kits or plates do they have? They have 5x7, 8x10, 16x20, 4-inch round, 8x8, mini plates. Oh my God, they have mini plates. Okay, I'm going to stop talking because this is not what they have. So this is the thing of mini plates, and they come in various shapes. Okay. They have two. Uh-oh, my phone's ringing. Oh, it's my friend Janet. Okay. Did you get the last one? They were all out of stock about half an hour after Tracy's live. They will make more. I will be in contact with them tomorrow. Because I told them more than one person might order. 2. If you have, I'll put my email up here. If you want it, I will you'll be able to order it tomorrow. I apologize. The response was kind of off the charts. And there's a quilt kit, a patch kit, a something else kit, a whatever kit. And it comes in the container. This is what I love about this. So this was what I made. And I'm going to make a video of this. I sewed it together with, I could have just run this across a sewing machine. So this is, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sheets folded in half, or 4 cards. And, oh, good. All right. I will get you more. Okay. They did say they were going to put more in there. Website says they will make more when they get back in the office. And they're going to do more and ship them right away. I have inside people. We didn't, this morning was what I had decided to do it. So I really sprung it on them. I could have taken this down the sewing machine, but instead I measured right in the middle. Here's what I did. I measured right in the middle. So this was 5 inches wide, so 2.5. Then I did an inch out either way, an inch out and another inch out. And then I just went up, down, over, under, and I knotted it in the middle. I could have, done it with some cute little fibers and knotted it out here, but I didn't. Okay, there you go. This right here, and I will list what kind of paper. I used mixed media or watercolor paper. This was sorry, I have a bug bite on my ankle, and it's really making me go crazy. This was I'm trying to think. Let me think. Like a Strathmore watercolor card that I just cut down. And you guys saw, I think, from start to finish, all my prints took a half an hour. One of them I had pre-done, and I just decided to include it in there. But remember what a mishmash of this. I told you I wanted every page to be different and not the same. So no two are alike. I accomplished what was in my brain, which feels good because it's really hard to harness what's up here. I look at Deborah's like, 3rd time live. I love this one with the fibers. I'm in love with this book. Just so you know, I'm in love with this book. Okay. So this will be, I'm going to take this to bed tonight. Bow, chicka, bow, bow. All right, I promised you something, and so this is an example of where your artful journey will take you. That was my latest art journal. Now I'll take you back into. So I'm going to tell you, whoa, sorry, I almost sent my iPad off the side of the table. So if you look behind me, I didn't hook up I have my other camera hooked up, but I don't feel like moving anything. I don't feel like moving. So up there above my head are bins. And there's one bin missing. And I pulled it down, and that bin has my art journals in it. And I told you that my artful journey, my art journey, me and art have been going for a long time. It's been a long time affair and a marriage that has lasted. I'm talking about with the art. And it has taken me to far and wide places. Where did I get my wall of paint? I will let you know. I will tell you what that is too. Hang with that, Melinda. I will answer that question. So, anyway, it's taken me far and wide to places amazing. It has taken me to other countries, and it has taken me right back to where I love, right here. So I used to go teach, and over the years, I have many a book. So you'll see some of these, like for example, this one got wet on a Southwest flight from somewhere to somewhere. Yep, damaged on a plane. So they asked me, there was a bunch of them. So this, believe it or not, none of the painting, I know I should probably, I should decorate my covers, but I don't. I always like to know what the book was. Believe it or not, none of the well, I guess some of the paintings were harmed. This was watercolor. I guess it went. So this was back when a long time ago. But my drawings and who I am, I don't know, they've changed over the years. Rudimentary, I guess. Used to do a lot of decoupaging. You see how shiny that is? And I don't know. Okay. What that is. But, so this was damaged. I'll just start stacking them up over here. I had a whole bunch of journals along with my most favorite pair of Michael Kors boots that got ruined. And the Southwest wanted to know the value of my journals. All I could do was give them a receipt for my boots. Thank you, Mancy. My journals have really taken me places that like I said. So this one is handmade. So it even says handmade by TW in the back. I guess that used to be important to me. But it's made out of canvas. I sewed it out of canvas. This was I'm going to sew out of canvas phase. And I'm going to put canvas through a sewing machine. And because that's a really good idea. And it's not a good idea. And the needle actually came back up and got me in the face. So that was, I sold this as a kit and taught this. And it was, I made all these journals. Oh, okay. This is probably one of my, if this gets boring, we'll only do this for like 15 more minutes and then I'll talk about my paint. This was handmade back in the day, and it's super mini. It was my gratitude. Gratitude is an action word. No matter, and I dated it. Oh, 2011. So I do know when this was. 2011. Today and every day, I'm thankful for my kids. I'm proud of them and love them so much. Tyler, Joey, Michaela, love Mom. This was my gratitude journal. Oh my God. Look at that. It's so teeny. I made this. And I think I made it out of cereal boxes. God, I was so handy back then. Look at that. I had a thing for buttons, too. Really went through a thing with buttons. Okay. And fake flowers. Fake flowers until I knew how to draw fake flowers. So, I don't know. It's making me smile. I won't go through all of these. This is a book. Oh, Best Friends. This was a book I made for a company. And it was like I cut it in half and it became like a flip book. And these were all my best friends. And see, she passed away. That was my birthday. And now I'm looking back at this and it's making me sad. I'm thankful for my friends. They pick me up when I'm down, celebrate the victories, and love a great happy hour. I'm a blessed person. I'm still friends with all these people. But yeah, I still love buttons. Yeah, my one friend passed away unexpectedly of cancer, and so that's here nor there. But nothing compares to the stomach ache you get from laughing with your best friends. Look at that. I don't know. Man, okay, so I wasn't really, I don't know what's up with this book. Okay. Oh, here's another one that was made, and I threw up just a bunch of stuff in it. So I made the books, and then I just threw up stuff, everybody, everywhere. Look at that. It says, right, you are right where you should be. And then I just bound this all up, and then I just crammed it in here. Okay. See, all of these are just, so this one was very meaningful. This was really, I used to do a lot of writing. I'm not the best writer, but I really do think it's important to write. So, look at this day. What the hell happened on that day? I used to, look at Take Time for You. I'm not a Christmas person, so that must have been somebody made me make something for Christmas because I'm not a Christmas person at all. And I love, obviously, Keep Calling and Drink a Martini. What the heck? Okay. Look at, I wrote letters to myself. I wrote letters. Oh, wow. Cousins. I don't know what the heck I did there. Those are my cousins. So I didn't even finish that book, but it just got so thick that I couldn't. Okay, I won't carry on. This was, oh my God. So this is half watercolors, half acrylics. You guys, it is so funny. This is why I tell you, if you're just starting, you're going to look back on this and be like, I remember that. I do remember these drawings. Now, the day I don't remember these drawings, I'm going to be a little worried, but I will skip the board. I really want to get to something that was a learning experience for me. So you can, here's another one. And it says, do something creative every day. That's a big sentence for me, a statement for me. It's on my wall. I know, you guys, remember the tapes from oh, look at that. Used to call that beverage art. Okay, that was 2011 too. So obviously, all right. So now we're moving. Yeah, here's another one that was damaged. This was damaged. It got all wet. It was one of my teaching journals. It's my friend. Man, I had a thing for hearts at one time. Yep. Look at this. We all have hope. It is. Live, laugh, love. Wow. Okay. So those have, seen the miles. I'm almost done, I promise. This one, oh, go. This one I filled to the gills. Like, many memories. People are all saying, I did that with you, you guys. I did. I did so much of this live. This is just an example of, oh, I had a thing for sugar skulls too. I'm saving 3 books, I know. This is a teaching book, and the reason I know that is because stuff's falling out of it, and it's probably just a bunch of backgrounds. Yeah, it's a bunch of experimental stuff. So this is why I tell you, it's just paper, and I will look up. If you're asking questions, you might want to hold them. But do you see, look at me with brick walls. Okay. My acrylic paint stick to the page in the front. Used urethane, but you use something better. I do seal all of my pages. And we're going to talk about sealing on Friday if you're a member of the art challenge. Okay, last 2 books in here. This is my big phase. If you ever want to challenge yourself, go big. April, some of the pages are shiny because I sealed them with a gloss. I used to work for a paint company, Deco Art, to be precise. Paint racks behind me. So I used to have most of this stuff that you'll see is a lot of like demonstrations. Look at this. Wow. Okay. I'm hoping my kids realize that these books are worth something when I'm dead. Okay. So what got me to here? So I've taken lots of artists that inspire me, and one of them, and I can't, Joanne Sharp was, I think her name's Joanne Sharp. She taught a class on doodling long, long time ago, and I had taken it, but I took it like further. I took it a little bit further. This is an example of practice, 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 and I will tell you, I think it's a great idea. I took a regular journal, everyday journal, and then I cut the pages in half, and then I went outside, or some of them are cut in half. So I made them like flip cards, and I started to draw things like in nature. See, leaves. Okay. But then I would have a full page. But then I did some that were flipped in threes. This would allow me to, wow, I had a lot of good ideas back in this thing. Oh. So, see, it kind of acted like a flip book. Basically, I was running out of space, too. Okay. So there's another one. Here's another one. I think this was the one I decided to try, fruits and vegetables. Not my thing. Not my thing. Shrooms. Deborah says that's what I tell my kids. I tell my kids, hey, go in that art room. You can sell everything in there. There's going to be a lot of women that show up. So this was just my practice books. So there you go. This one means a lot to me, and this is the size I'm working in today. Last one, by the way, down memory lane, so I don't bore you. This was one that I just took some basic watercolors, and this is where I started with watercolors. So they don't really, this was just like my mind going nuts. Basically, wow, I do like that one. Okay, that one I like. I like them all. And then I will take you up to my current ones. But you see, this was all watercolors. And I incorporated writing. Wow. Oh, look at this. Liked tea, too. Wow, Mixed Media Mondays. I used to do something called Mixed Media Mondays back in the day. Worry less, smile more, accept criticism, take responsibility, be quiet and listen, love life, and embrace change. Hello. Wow. No, I love Joanne Fink. She's a friend of mine. I love Joanne Fink. Love her. She's a friend of mine. Okay. So then I'll take you. So that's a walk down memory lane. Here is where I'm currently at in my space of life, which is kind of, you're getting from me, I would say all of this, like, this is what I like with my members. I like to, my members, my tribe, my people, I like to like just share. Like, I'm pulling out every possible lesson. And this is where I'm at currently. And you've seen this book. This was the book that I started back with when I had taken a hiatus from art and life, putting my life back together. It happens. And this was the first book that I came back and I shared, and I realized that the creative side of me was not dead. For those of you who knew, I traveled, I taught, I did lots of fun things. And then I got a divorce, and it, for all intensive purposes, shook me off my little feet, and I needed time to rebuild. But in that time, I realized my creative side had to be spoken. And this is what it had to say. And it didn't say it with words. It just said it with pictures. There you go. More than you wanted to know. This one right here, this is one of my favorite books. It was a big one. I can tell you that that I know things. I love this book. I love this book because it just was at a time in my life where, well, here, this will give you an idea where it was. That's real. I really stitched that. So don't be afraid to act. See, I really did sew it. Don't be afraid to go for it. I will show you. This was my birthday one year. It was a crappy one. So I just left it. And then this was the day that Prince died. So we weren't that close, though. So I don't know if he ever felt like I was drawing it. Oh, sorry. My tag keeps coming out. But Prince, if you're listening, gotcha. Okay. And then, of course, I only have this back. Yes. Donna asked, will I go back to acrylics? I still use acrylics. For me, I still use them. Wow, I love tea. I still use acrylics. I will not change from that. What has changed me a little bit is mobility and being able to not feel like I have to take the entire art studio with me at all times, if that makes sense. I do use acrylics. So when I'm working in here, it's fine. But I'm a practice what I preach kind of gal. I do have a lot to, that's another boring one. And this is my teaching book. This is my members. This is my art challenge book. This is what you're seeing lessons out of. I can't show everything because future lessons are in here. But this past, for our membership, we did a repeating flower thing. That was our theme this month. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to live exactly what I'm saying. I'm trying to live exactly what I'm saying. I'm not just coming out of, here's the difference. When I worked for the paint company, it was a lot of, I love them, so don't get me wrong. It was a lot of demonstrations. Here's what you need to do. You have to work on this surface. You have to work on these products. You had to know the what makes up the paints and be able to answer those questions. And I don't necessarily want to be working from that space. I want to be working from this space. And I want to be true to me, and I want to work with products that I know and love, and I do know and love these, so don't get me wrong. For those of you who asked, where did my paint racks come from? This has always been my paint rack. I built this. It's a super simple thing, and I can tell you how I did it, but the other paint racks came from paint company. So that answers your question. A lot of people go, how do you have that much paint? That's why. I've been doing this for a really long time. But I will say that my life fits into this bag. So I have a no excuses approach to saying what you can't do, I'm trying to tell you you can. You can draw. You don't have to have a million supplies that cost $1 million. You don't have to have an art studio. You can have a book bag. You don't have to have expensive watercolors and everything under the sun. Now, it's really nice. I'm going to tell you that my dad is the type of person that said the right tool for the right job. So if a tool makes my life faster and easier, I'm getting a tool. Bonnie, many people know me from many years ago, and they're saying you are so much more relaxed and your art shows that journey. I came back on my terms, my way. And if you don't like my terms, my way, just wasn't meant to be. Melinda, or whoever was asking about the paint rack, this, if you want to know how I made it, drop me an email and I'll answer that question. So for those of you, especially like I talk a lot about my membership because it's my tribe, my people, my loves. Whatever you ask for, you're going to get it, you know, as long as it's, yeah. So I love it that people are saying watercolors are scary because I find acrylics to be more scary than watercolors. So I guess it goes both ways. I totally understand it. Yeah, I guess turning 50 has done this to me. And I'm a little less afraid to say my way is not necessarily a bad way. But this is an example, too, of those who are just starting. It's all attainable. It just takes some practice. It's like going to the gym. You're not going to go out and run a marathon or a half marathon if you haven't gotten off the couch. I mean, that's ridiculous. But it means pushing yourself. And sometimes I feel like I'm the one that's going to push you. Kim says, I want tulips. Kim, I take requests. Are you meaning you want tulips to learn? You want me to do something with them? All you got to do is ask. And that's something I do really want to. I was doing that today at Jelly Arts, and I do that a lot on my Facebook page. I ask what you want to see. Now, I happen to be in a bit of a rose thing right now. So if you haven't seen my most current journal, see, I've gone back to the same dang size. Look at that. This is the same book. See, life just goes in full circle. This is my practice book. So tulips can go in here. Daffodils. Oh, Kim, you're a member of your Artful Journey, aren't you? I don't know. I can't remember everybody's name. Next month, May. We got a good one. Okay, succulents. So, look at that. This is another lesson coming up, and I can't tell you what part of it's the lesson, but it's awesome. This is another lesson. Okay. So what I do is I take what works from here. I also tell you what doesn't work. This is my most current journal. So I'm on a rose kick, and that's because my new friend, my new neighbor, has a rose garden, and he has been sharing roses with me. So I've been kind of obsessed about drawing them. So I'm a little bit on a rose kick. I'll get off it soon. There's. Okay, succulents. I need to be keeping notes, but I'm not. This is going to be a rose bouquet I drew out. I promised to get off the tulips. All right. And for those who asked too, and that was another thing, I've realized it's okay to play in my own space and know that flowers, nature, succulents, bees, birds, whatever, that is what inspires me. Whatever inspires you, you can take these lessons. You know, maybe fruit or maybe vegetables at one point would have been something I would have moved into, but I didn't. So I really hope that through the lessons in the Facebook Lives and the videos that you see that I'm sharing, pick out what means something to you. Pick out the lesson. Pick out the courage to just paint and use the things you're buying. And find what suits you. But know that this part of the journey, everything that you see here, is what got me to what means something to me. So you might find down the road that you've gone from mushrooms to lions. That's a really great, far, cool transition. But you're going to take all the various little lessons like, oh, I remember that. I did that repeating pattern. Oh, I did that. Oh, I did that. And all of a sudden, you've got this giant toolbox of stuff to select. When you sit down and you look at a white piece of paper and you go, that's no longer a giant white snowstorm that scares the heck out of me. I'm excited to take a white piece of paper and change it. You give the okay to say try it. That's what I'm asking. That's all I'm asking is really. And I guess that's the louder I preach it, the louder. I'm doing the same thing. You guys are making me do the same thing. I'm definitely not handing these lessons out and not doing them. Let's just be clear. Anything I say I'm willing to do or give it a try or tell you that it just sucks and I'm not good at it. I will try again and again. Okay, so I will take a moment here to answer any questions before I let you all go. And the other thing is, and I'm going to say this, like particularly Wednesdays, this is free. You get what you pay for. No. The other thing I'm going to point out, you are seeing my art journal. You're seeing my safe space. Now I feel like I can take that and put it on something else. Does that make sense? Now I can take it and I can put it on, sorry, something that brightens up my little world. It's a watering can. May not mean anything to anybody else, but I sure love it. So that's what I try to encourage people to do. And I have like a success path. You start here, you're afraid to share your work, you've never picked up watercolors, then you move forward and you're like, now I know, now I'm doing this, and now I'm more advanced, and now you're here. And then the final step is, hey, you're teaching me and you're painting on furniture and taking it to a whole new level. So that's where I am. I'm never in one constant space. It's hard to keep me in one constant chair for more than 10 minutes. So I hope that I answered your question. Did you use thread to make the book today? I didn't, Kim. I'll tell you what I used. I could have thrown it through my sewing machine, but I didn't. But I used this because I happen to have it. First off, I used this deadly tool. I think it's called an owl. But it's dangerous. And then I happen to have this, and it's used for bookbinding. I don't know what. Oh, linen thread. Linen thread. And then I just colored it because I only had white. Thank you. Oh, Roxanne just said, I now understand the why of journaling. So, yeah. My why is the owl, A-W-L. Thank you. It's not like an owl. O-W-L. In fact, it might be pronounced something totally different. That's my whole purpose behind art journaling. It's a safe space, a diary of sorts. If I could make a recommendation to you all, date your work, maybe put it on the back or hide it in your artwork. I wish more of mine had dates. Lesson learned. But I'm not going to obsess over it. The other thing is, it's been a very therapeutic type tool for myself to share where I'm at in life, whether that's good, bad, or ugly. And then it also gives me the guts and the cojones to say, okay, I'm going to paint my jeans. I'm going to paint. Don't think I'm not scared wearing around a pair of jeans with a bunch of flowers on it. I'm scared every dang day of my life. But if you're not doing something that makes you scared, maybe you're not taking the risk, right? So you really made me walk down memory lane and looking at the picture of my friend. Incorporate your pictures. For those of you who come from scrapbooking, I did. Way back when. You look up there. Oh, wait a minute. Way up at the very top. Right up here. Wait a minute. Right up there. Those are magazines that I was published in way back in the day for scrapbooking. And I used to use a lot of pictures. I don't as much. But it's just a change. Maybe I'll go back. I won't ever say never. Maybe I'll get on a new kick. Okay. I have a rain barrel that I want to paint this May, and you're going to give me the courage to do it. Now, I'm going to tell you one other thing. Oh, painted on jeans. Lisa, you haven't seen my jeans? Oh, here, I'll show you this. I have a pair of really fun jeans I did. But why don't I answer that question by showing the jean jacket? This is, well, it's going to be for oh, sorry, my chair slid. That's a jean jacket. Art journal. Jean jacket. Art journal. Jean jacket. Get it? Don't tie yourself into a corner. Remember you previously were having troubles with becoming mixed up with the terms journal? and journey last week. Do you think that may be because those terms are intertwined with your art and life? Mark Lester, really good question. Remember, you previously were having troubles mixing up the terms journal and journey. Do you think that may be because those terms are intertwined with your art and life? Most definitely. The other thing is, I named my membership Your Artful Journey because it's yours, not mine. Like, I didn't want to say my artful journey. I feel like that's inclusive or exclusive, but I want to be inclusive of everybody. And journal and journey for me they just coincide. Life and art go right along. Way to ask questions. I love that. Okay. Wow, I was able. And one other thing I'm going to point out, I listen to everything you guys say. I do go back, I read the comments, I try to answer them. And by the way, this jean jacket would never fit me. It's probably meant for a younger girl. Extra small. I have never fit in the extra small category. No. So thank you very much. But see, there's an example of going from your journal to jeans. Journal to jeans. All right. Last week, you guys, this topic came up about my art journals. And I listened and I went, wait a minute. Why would we not just pull those out? And I'm going to say, I said the good, the bad, the ugly. Some pages are great. I think I look back now and with pride, I think at the time I looked at it and hated it. I think with pride, I look back and then say, those journals are part of my journey. And I think the same thing for you. And that's why I say, please don't, if you're just starting, don't tear out the pages. I know through life we'd like to tear out certain pages of our life, but leave them in there. They're part of how you got to where you are. Just so you know, I did not plant Mark in there for questions. He is a friend of mine from high school. So he knows me from a more quieter standpoint, I think. Epiphany, Hitomi said, I'm at a crossroads. And I've been at many in my life. I remember when I used to be a photographer and the art thing was really pulling me. And I said to my friend, at one point, I'm going to have to make a decision to go zing or zang. And I decided that I could no longer photograph brides who were saying, make me look thin. And my immediate response was, camera, not a magic wand. You should have gone to the gym. I realized that voice was almost speaking out. So it became a lot easier to go to art. Oh my God. I know, huh? You guys. So, I hope I was able to answer all your questions tonight, and I hope you're able to gain some insight of where I've been. Hi, New Zealand. I was just saying that my journals have taken me to New Zealand. They have. They have. And don't forget, canvases. Work at a craft company or do my crafts arts thoughts. Mm-hmm. Are you asking me for my thoughts? Because I'll give them to you. And a lot of people, too, will ask the question when you get going, how do you turn this into a business? How can you share what you're passionate about? What is your niche? I'm all about that. I am all about that. Supporting other woman-owned companies, particularly. Jelly Arts is a company that I work for that is woman-owned, and she supports me. I was on their website today. I'm all about collaboration, working together. You will rarely see me. Hitomi, that is a wonderful thing to sit with and just think about. And think about what means more to you. I know for me, I did a podcast this past week. I did an interview, my first official podcast, which will be coming out at the end of May. And we started talking about following your passion. And then when your passion starts to turn into a business and it just like you're not following the almighty dollar, but just things find you. And it was a great conversation. So I'm going to give you that link when it comes up. Yes, to women-owned. I know that a lot of small businesses, men or women-owned, are very suffering right now, and I'm a small business, and I am woman-owned. Tracy Weinzapfel Studios is owned by My Artful Journey is a collaboration with my business partner, Donna, and we're both women. Okay? That's all I have to say about that. Will we be able to order Jelly Arts tomorrow and use your discount? My discount is good. They gave me that discount until I dropped dead. So, and just remember, it's capital T, capital W. I have a lot of companies that are coming out of the woodwork and saying, would you sell, produce, whatever, promote. I will say, if I promote something, like I'm big about my journals, I'm big about my brushes, I probably won't jump on bandwagon. I won't jump on bandwagons that I don't believe in. And if I use something and I don't like it, I'm not going to be mean about it, and I'm not going to be negative, but it's not going to be part of my resources. And I do share all my resources. I'm asked on a daily basis what I recommend, and I give out freebies on all of that. I did a thing on brushes. So basically, I'm giving it out. Wait a minute. Patty is a woman-owned business too. Hoorah, Patty. I love that. And I don't remember where Patty works, but I think it's like an engraving keepsakes type place, or I'm way off. Maybe way off. Okay. Mary Ann said, I've learned so much from you. Thank you. Mary Ann, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will leave it at that because Seinfeld said go out on top, and I'm going to go out on top with that comment. Next Wednesday is the week of my birthday. When I come back to you live on Wednesday, I don't know what the topic will be. I have a feeling I know what it is. Yes, I know what it is. It's my birthday. And that's all I'm going to say. So please join me. Donna, love you too. Thank you for your joyful love. And sorry, I'm burping up water. And I was right about Patty. See, I do somewhat have a memory. If you do email me or messenger me, I've noticed with Messenger I can't keep up, so Donna is taking over my messaging. It's very helpful to have somebody do that for me because usually they're logistical questions that I don't really have. She knows. So she always says, this is Donna for Tracy. So if you ever message me, don't think that I'm not paying attention. I do answer my emails, so that's why I'm giving you my email, and that way anything you want to know, you can ask me, or it might become a future episode. Thank you for sharing your journey and your heart. Thank you. I think for some of you, you're just, and I forgot the request was for tulips for Kim, right? Tulips. I love tulips too. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. You're an inspiration to me. Thank you, Karen. Okay, I'm going to start crying, so we won't do that anymore. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys tuning in and just getting what you can. And I know sometimes I go on and on and on, but I'm super excited about it, and I tend to talk about stuff I love. That's it. All right, guys. I will see you. I'm live every day this week about 8 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow it'll be 8 o'clock. And I don't know what I have even to talk about, but I'll figure something out. I'll see you tomorrow 12 times. I'm kidding. Oh, join the wait list. Oh, you know what? I guess I should be asking the members of Your Artful Journey to be saying something lovely. I've gotten so many testimonials that it's really awesome. Oh, okay. Candace just ordered from Jelly Arts. No back order issues. They probably got on and went, good night. Good night, all. This will immediately go to YouTube. You can subscribe to my YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram at TW Studios. You can send a homing pigeon my way with a birthday card. I'm done for the night, and I'm actually going to go play in my little new journal, so you might be able to see something from that. And thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I will see you all tomorrow morning by 8 o'clock, okay? See you later. Have a great night.